Sometimes he is asked by individuals if this story is a true story. His only response is a forced faint smile. After all, it is they who will register it into their consciousness, and in the end, they will believe what they wish to believe. It is that special, mysterious human process we all possess. He cannot make that personal decision for them. Their decision becomes their truth to them, and his is his. Winter is not his season and killing is not his thing, but he realized that each exists and each will have its time in this world. In certain times and certain places, certain inexplicable events can transpire, events that are counter to our beliefs and defy what we believe is logical. Through no choice of our own, we are sometimes drawn to negative worldly forces that we have no desire to align our souls with, and then we must participate in events counter to the fiber that creates our being. We must deal with them with whatever means are necessary. And so it was with him. This is his story, John McFarland, an ordinary man until he met her. It's about him and her. He could get under the covers with her and taste her, smell her, feel her, and experience her full womanhood. She was sweet, she was soft, she was loving, but some might say she was evil. That cold afternoon he shivered ever so slightly, even in the light of the late afternoon sun, as he reached the old rusty broken red side door. This decrepit structure seemed like a highly inappropriate place in which a thing of beauty would have to die, but she had chosen the place, not him, and he would do what he had to do to finally bring it to an end. Beauty is not a substitute for humanity, and no being can truly live and love without its humanity. His soul would somehow summon up the courage to put out the life force of the beautiful creature that had no apparent soul. He would live with the deed forever, but he could rest with it, having no regrets, knowing that no other human would die because of her. The priest seemed right, she was evil, albeit beautiful. Love lasts only to a point, the point where it can no longer be considered an asset to be cherished. That point is reached when to engage in it further would only result in the loss of one's soul and integrity and one's slow destruction. He admitted to himself that he had loved her once, but that time seemed so long ago now. A time lost in a mist that the wind had pushed away farther and farther away from him until it had dissipated into the infinity of nothingness. Too many people's lives had ended at her hands. She was a creature of darkness that had somehow invaded the world of light, an unnatural penetration into a world where she did not belong and must be expelled. So now we arrive at the inevitable, the revelation, the attachment of a description to her being, her existence. It is difficult to convey to others, but in one sense it is easy, for there is only one name for Claudia's kind. You know them, of course, from the legends about creatures that walk the night. If you laugh believing that these creatures exist only in folklore and Hollywood productions, as he also once so naively did, beware, for you are ignorant of the danger that surrounds us all. They walk and live among us, their identities hidden unless through sheer chance or willful decision, they reveal their true dark selves. They are, of course, vampires. And if you still find humor in this, then you are him, but in a prior time, before he became aware of the other reality. Lest you also still believe that these beings are all creatures and prisoners of the night, let me dispel that theory. Although most still are nocturnal beings, do not for 1 minute believe that they all are. Through evolution, elixirs and sheer willpower, some, a special breed, have transcended past their nocturnal bondage and enjoy the same passions and desires, day or night, that we do. These are the most dangerous of the species.